Thank you.
Thank you, Puvana Madam.
Good morning, all dignitaries, guests, and delegates with great joy. I feel privileged to extend my warm welcome to all presented here for this public Viva-voce examination through video conferencing. Now, I invite Dr. E.L. Ramar sir to welcome the gathering. Sir?
Thank you, Puvana Madam.
Okay, sir.
Really, good morning to all of you. I am very happy to deliver welcome address in the nice occasion. First of all, I welcome our Honorable Principal, Rajapalayam Raju's College, Rajapalayam, Dr. R. Jagannath, who come over here and is going to give felicitation address. Welcome you, sir. Next, I welcome our Honorable Adjudication of Result, Honorable External Examiner, Dr. G. Raju, Professor and Head of Commerce, School of Business Management and Legal Studies, University of Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram. I welcome you, sir. Next, I welcome our Dr. L. Rangarajan, Guide and Supervisor, Associate Professor and Head, PG Department of Commerce, Rajapalayam Raju's College. He is going to introduction of scholars and a title. I welcome you, sir. Next, I welcome our Dr. A. Joseph Xavier, Co-Guide, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Ayanadar Janaki Ammal College. He is also come over here and give introduction of examiner. I welcome you, sir. Next, I welcome our staff members, those who are attend the Viva-voce examination through Google Meet. Welcome you, all the staff members of our college and the teaching staff and also non-teaching staffs. Next, I welcome those who attend the Viva-voce examination through Google Meet. Once again, I welcome to all of you. Welcome you, sir. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to call Dr. L. Rangarajan, sir, to give an introduction about scholar and title of the thesis. Sir?
Yes, thank you, madam. Good morning to all. Distinguished external examiner of this Viva-voce examination, Professor Dr. G. Raju, Professor and Head of Commerce, School of Management and Legal Studies, University of Kerala. And good morning to our principal, Dr. R. Jagannathan, the co-supervisor, Professor Dr. A. Joseph Xavier, the Dr. E.L. Ramar, HOD of Commerce, and other faculty members of this college, and faculty members of commerce of other colleges, and budding research scholars, and PG students of commerce. As per the UGC norms, due to the COVID-19, this Viva-voce examination is conducted through online as per the guidelines given by the Madurai Kamaraj University. Regarding our college is rendering educational service for 47 years. The features of our college are no capitation fee for the students, and the staff members are appointed purely on merit basis at free of cost. The college is started by the philanthropist of Raju's community, and it is still run by with the philanthropist without collecting any money from the students as well as the staff members. Regarding the Department of Commerce, the Commerce Department has been recognized as a research center by the Madurai Kamaraj University. The Commerce Department has both undergraduate and postgraduate and MPhil courses. In addition to that, there are 3 guides who are guiding the research in the commerce. The Commerce Department has so far produced 7 doctorates. This is the 8th Viva-voce examination of the Commerce Department of RAJU's College, Rajapalayam. So our external examiner, Professor Raju, Head of Commerce, School of Business Studies and Business Management and Legal Studies, University of Kerala, has around 35 years of experience in teaching. So whenever I accept Dr. G. Raju, I contact Professor Raju as an external examiner. He immediately accepted the offer given by us. So I want to extend my heartful thanks to Professor G. Raju for accepting as an external examiner, for the evaluating the thesis, and also for conducting this Viva-voce examination. As far as I am concerned, I am the supervisor of this main the topic on the study on operational efficiency of Sarvodaya Sanghs in Virudhunagar district, the research scholar A.GAYATHRI. I have retired from my service on 31st July 2017. I have rendered 36 years of teaching experience in this college. So I am very much gratitude to the management of this college and my core staff members, non-teaching staff members. Then regarding the research scholar, Mrs. A.GAYATHRI, she did the MPhil studies in our college, and she is also working as a lecturer in self-financing scheme. So she has submitted her thesis as a part-time candidate. Now the thesis has been evaluated by 2 external examiners. One is our Professor G. Raju, and another professor, Dr. S. Rajkumar, associate professor in Ka. With this brief introduction, now I think let us enter into the main theme of our Viva-voce examination. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to call upon Dr. R. Jagannath, Principal in charge of our college, to deliver felicitation address. Sir.
Yes, thank you, madam. Respected, distinguished external examiner, Dr. G. Raju, Professor and Head of Commerce, School of Business Management and Legal Studies, University of Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram. Respected Dr. L. Ragarajan, sir, who is a source of inspiration for us. Rightly, he is pointed out that he briefed about our department and our college. Really, he made a legacy in the Department of Commerce, because in our college, Department of Commerce playing a vital role, because most of the staffs holding different position, and followed by his legacy, Ramar sir is successfully taking the department. So I'm welcoming Raju sir, Rangarajan sir, Ramar sir, and Joseph Xavier sir, who is co-grade assistant professor, Department of Commerce in Nanjak College. So at this outset, I'd like to thank Mrs. A. Gayatri to defending her thesis, a study on operational efficiency of Sarvodaya Sanghs in Virudhunagar district. So the topic itself, it is a unique, because Sarvodaya, in spite of this recent scenario, we can see nowadays e-commerce and retail marketing is widespread across the nation. But there are unique feature in Sarvodaya. There are separate customer for also. Initially, this Sarvodaya started. It is the brainchild of Acharya Vinoba Bhave during the national movement. Mahatma Gandhi made so many constructive movements to uplift the socio-economical condition of the people. Among that, Sarvodaya played a vital role during the freedom struggle. So it uplifted the economical society of weaker section. So even the Jayaprakash Narayanan, he drafted and he implemented it. So during the national movement, even post-independence also, it played a vital role. But recently, they are adopting various techniques and their efficiency to operate this Sarvodaya Sanghs. I hope this is the micro level study, because the study on operational efficiency of Sarvodaya Sanghs, this kind of research will open a new avenue for not only Sarvodaya Sanghs, but also the economic development of some weaker section or some society or association like that. So I hope she will defend her thesis in a positive manner. I feel so happy for giving this opportunity to felicitate this PhD Viva-voce. At this outset, once again, I would like to thank our external examiner, Dr. G. Raju sir, co-guide of this candidate, Joseph Xavier sir, and guide Rangarajan sir, and Department of Commerce, Dr. ELR sir. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Next, I would like to call upon Dr. A. Joseph Xavier, co-guide, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Anja College, to give introduction of examiner.
Thank you, madam.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Good morning to one and all present for this online PhD Viva-voce examination of candidate Mrs. A.GAYATHRI. So before enter into my job, that is introduction of external examiner, I am very thankful to the management of RAJU College and the principal, Dr. R. Jagannath, and Dr. L. Rangarajan, former head of the department, guide and supervisor, and Dr. E. L. Ramar, head PG and research department of Commerce, RAJU College, and the faculty members and the staff members, PhD scholars, and the participants, those who have joined for this PhD Viva-voce examination. So, as a go-guide, I am very happy to introduce about our external examiner, Dr. G. Raju, Professor and Head of Commerce, School of Business Management and Legal Studies, University of Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram. G. Raju, born on 13th May 1964, he had his graduation and post-graduation in Commerce from University of Kerala with the first class, LLP from University of Kerala with the first class, and PhD from University of Kerala in 1994. He also has an MBA degree. He qualified for the UGC Junior Research Fellowship in 1988 and was a research awardee of UGC during 2006-2009. He was conferred with the Honor Fellow of Indian Commerce Association in 2015. He had undergone a 3 weeks leadership for academic excellence program of Government of India, 2 weeks in India and 1 week in Singapore in 2019. Professor G. Raju has been teaching since 1988, joined as a lecturer in Fatima Mada College, Kollam, moved to University of Kerala in 1999 and promoted to professor in 2009. His teaching career spans over a period of 32 years on programs like BCom, BHM, MCom, MBA, MTA, MTech, CIIB, and MPhil. He has authored and co-authored 7 books and contributed over 75 research articles in scholarly journals such as Management Accountant, Indian Journal of Accounting, Yojana, and Banquist, etc. He has acted as chair as well as invited speaker in several national and international seminars. Dr. G. Raju has produced 21 PhDs in commerce and management and 48 MPhils, and 3 PDF scholars have worked under him. He has successfully completed 2 research projects of ICSSR and the Ministry of Social Justice, Government of India, New Delhi. He also has served as consultant to World Bank project of Gulati Institute of Finance and Taxation. Presently, he is serving as co-investigator for concurrent evaluation of the implementation of the NFSA 2013 in collaboration with the Director of Civil Supplies, Government of Kerala. He was the conference secretary, organizing secretary for 3 international seminars. He has served as Senate member of the Cochin University of Science and Technology, Kochi, during 2014-18. He was a governing council member of Mar Ivanez Autonomous College, Trivandrum, 2014-2016. He was the secretary of Alumni Association of the Department of Commerce, University of Kerala during 2000 and 2019. Presently, he is serving as academic council member of University of Kerala and Fatima Mada National Autonomous College, Kollam. Also serving as chief editor of Journal of Business Studies, a peer-reviewed research journal published by Research Forum of Department of Commerce. He has also been serving as editorial board member of journals published by various academic and research forums in India. He had served as a vice president and president of Kerala University of Teachers Organization during 2010-2013. With a small introduction about the Dr. G. Raju sir, external examiner for this PhD public Viva-voce examination, I wholeheartedly welcome once again all the participants and the principal, former head of the department, and present head of the department, Dr. E.L. Rama sir, and Gayatri, and external examiner once again, Dr. G. Raju sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to call upon Dr. G. Raju, Professor and Head of Commerce, School of Business Management and Legal Studies, University of Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram, to give introductory remarks of this public Viva-voce examination. Sir.
Yes, good morning. Thank you for the good voice of J.J. Joseph Xavier. Good morning to all of you. Most respected principal of your college, Dr. R. Jagannath, respected supervising teachers, Dr. Rangarajan, the present supervising again, Dr. A. Joseph Xavier, head of the department of your college, candidate Miss A.GAYATHRI, respected teachers and dear research scholars. Today we are here for the open defense cum Viva-voce examination of Miss Gayatri, who had submitted a thesis to the Madurai Kamaraj University, and Madurai Kamaraj University has sent the thesis to the external adjudicators, and all the external adjudicators, including myself, had evaluated the thesis, and based on the thesis, the candidate deserved the degree of PhD. But before awarding the degree by the university, there is one more examination that the candidate has to undergo, and that is this open defense cum Viva-voce examination. So in this open defense cum Viva-voce examination, the candidate is supposed to make an open presentation before an invited audience consisting of eminent researchers and teachers. As per Madurai Kamaraj University norms, the open defense or the PhD Viva-voce examination is conducted not in a closed manner as is done by some of the universities still. Madurai Kamaraj University follow the system of open Viva-voce examination. So along with we people, of course, the principal is there, then the supervising teacher, Dr. Rangarajan sir is here, then the co-supervisor, Dr. Joseph Xavier is also here. Along with we people, you all are the examinees today. All the people assembled. Now I can see that, including myself, 85% are there for this open defense cum Viva-voce examination through online mode. Of course, all of you know the environment under which the university was forced to move for this online mode. It is also for facilitating and helping the student. Otherwise, we have to wait some more time to control the present scenario. So to help the student, Madurai Kamaraj University was decided to conduct this open defense through online mode, and that is why we are all here. So, as I told earlier, along with we people, all the researchers and teachers assembled here, today your status is not simply audience or not simply participants. Today your status is that of an examiner. You all have the voice after giving a patient listening to the scholar. You can interact with the scholar, then you can convey your decision, or you can say your suggestions or your criticisms, and finally you can make your own comments about whether the candidate deserves the PhD degree or not. So this is the process today. So like we people, all the eminent persons invited for this open defense can have a say regarding the final verdict of the open defense cum Viva-voce examination. So all of we are examiners. So our principal is also there. So all the esteemed guests have a say in this open defense, but you have to listen one thing. The candidate had submitted the thesis to the Madurai Kamaraj University, and Madurai Kamaraj University had submitted sent the thesis to the adjudicators, and all the adjudicators, based on the thesis, based on the content, based on the subject or the problem that the scholar had analyzed, based on the methodology that the scholar had followed in analyzing the topic that she had taken, the candidate deserves the degree of PhD. So within this topic, you are free to interact with the scholar after giving a patient listening. So my request for the scholar is that, so try to restrict your presentation by maximum of 20 to 30 minutes. And after that, we can have interaction with the researchers and teachers assembled here. And afterwards, I will also raise my queries, not only my queries, the queries raised by the other examiners. And after that, we will declare the result. So this is the procedure today. Anyway, about the candidate had studied the operational efficiency of Sarvodaya Sanghs in Virudhunagar district. So, performance of a particular self-help group like organization Sarvodaya Sanghs in a particular district had been evaluated by the scholar. So my humble request before the researchers is that even though your topic is entirely different, you can give more critical thinking and mind, the way in which the scholar had studied the topic. In simple words, give more listening to the methodology that the scholar had followed, so that even if at present you cannot follow the methodology, in the days to come, when you become an assistant professor or when you become a research guide or when you go for a research project, you can replicate or you can think over the methodology that the scholar had followed in evaluating a Sarvodaya Sanghs. So whether that methodology is sufficient in evaluating that kind of a Sanghs or not, that you can make your own criticism. You can think over it, whether the methodology followed by the scholar is adequate or not. And if you find any gap in the methodology, you can directly interact with the scholar after giving a patient listening. So this is the process that after the presentation by the scholar, it will be open to all the invited people. They can interact with the scholar, and after that, I will also raise some of the queries by the other examiner. If the very same queries were not raised by you people, then I will interact the scholar with some clarifications or something like that. After that, with the permission of all of you, we will declare the result and we will decide whether to recommend to the Madurai Kamaraj University for the award of this PhD degree. So this is the process today. So without wasting time, so we have to have more time for discussion. With the permission of the principal, Dr. R. Jagannath, permission of the supervising teachers, Dr. L. Rangarajan, Dr. A. Joseph Xavier, and permission of all the invited people assembled here, I request the candidate to come forward for making the presentation and try to restrict the presentation by maximum 20 to 30 minutes and give equal importance to the topic as well as methodology. Okay, please over to Ms. A. Gayatri. So please.
Thank you, sir. Now it's the time to give the presentation of research work by Mrs. A. Gayatri, research scholar, Rajapalayam Raju's College. May I now invite Gayatri to present her research work.
Good morning to all. Good morning to all.
Yes, audible. Please continue.
Okay, sir.
Hello, Gayatri, please continue. Okay,
Okay, sir. One second, sir. Good morning to all. I am Gayatri, research scholar from Rajapalayam Raju's College, Rajapalayam. My topic is a study on operational efficiency of Sarvodaya Sanghs in Virudhunagar district. Introduction. Rural development is a comprehensive concept embracing within its fold all aspects and fact of life in rural areas. The importance of rural development was recognized long back, and the origin of rural development in India may be traced to the several isolated experiments in rural construction, which were pioneered by different individuals and organizations during the past several decades. In the early days, the task of rural reconstructions was mainly in the hands of voluntary organizations set up by eminent leaders with the full commitment for rural betterment. Rural development is necessary because a vast majority of the population lives in villages, and the development of rural activities is essential to the acceleration of pace of the overall economic growth and development of the entire country. Rural development has assumed greater importance in India today than in the earlier period in the process of the development of the country. It involves the strategic packages seeking to achieve enhanced rural production and productivity, greater socio-economic equity, a spatial balance in social and economic development. The Khadi and Village Industries Commission is a statutory body established by an Act of Parliament number 61 of 1956 as amended by Act number 12 of 1987 and Act number 10 of 2006. In April 1957, it took over the work of former All India Khadi and Village Industries Board. The Madurai region comprises of 10 southern districts. Sarvodaya Sanghs in Virudhunagar and Madurai districts were given financial support to boost the units along with the Rural Employment Generation Program unit in Madurai region. To spread the KVI activities all over Tamil Nadu, the 16 Sanghs were decentralized into 27 Sanghs in the year 1975. In the year 1977, it was again increased to 51 Sarvodaya Sanghs. At present, there are 67 Sarvodaya Sanghs functioning in Tamil Nadu. 4 Sarvodaya Sanghs are functioning in Virudhunagar district. They are Ramanathapuram District Sarvodaya Sangh at Srivilliputtur, Ramanathapuram Central Sarvodaya Sangh at Sivagasi, Virudhunagar Sarvodaya Sangh at Virudhunagar, Aruppukkottai Sarvodaya Sangh at Aruppukkottai. Sarvodaya Sanghs in the study area are producing various types of KVI products under all groups except the Group 1 mineral-based industry, which are classified under KVIC. Statement of problem. The government has passed various laws for ameliorating the condition of the working class people and daily laborers, but the rural poor people get exploited easily for want of suitable employment opportunities. The Khadi and village industries are ideally suited as they provide gainful employment opportunity with the decentralization of economic structure. Steady employment throughout the year with reasonable income to the self-employed artisans in the Khadi and village industries are the encouraging factors in this field. Khadi and village industries could provide self-employment to rural youth on a competitive basis with a low investment. For the weaker section of the community, such as women and the handicapped persons, these are welcoming avenues of employment in the rural sectors of Indian economy. Khadi and village industries make use of locally available materials and skills in bringing out a whole series of articles for use of the society. Khadi and village industries create scope for developing industries in places where the raw materials are available. There are many other advantages of Khadi and village industries. The Khadi and village industries also give scope for a welfare state and a socialist society. This is based on removal of inequalities and exploitation of man by man. This is possible only through Khadi and village industries instead of setting up big industries in cities. The father of the nation wanted to industrialize the villages and diversify rural economy. India will thrive if its 3/4 population in the rural areas, around 5.80 lakhs villages survive. Hence, the relevance of the KVI sector in the rural economy in today's context is as important as ever in the past. Khadi and Village Industries Commission have been playing a very important role as an enforcement agency to generate large-scale employment in rural areas with low per capita investment. Government of India continues to encourage the Khadi and village industries production so that their products have become more competitive for intensifying the marketing efforts. KVIC is taking concerted efforts by introducing Sarvodaya common brand name for its products and also set up a professionally managed marketing company for domestic as well as export marketing. In Tamil Nadu, there are 145 directly aided institutions implementing the all rural development schemes of KVIC. Sarvodaya Sanghs are one of the pioneers and major certified registered institutions of KVIC in implementing the rural development programs from the establishment of KVIC. Through a separate state Khadi and Village Industries Board and the registered cooperatives are implementing the KVI activities in rural development. Sarvodaya Sanghs are getting a significant place of among them because of their overall welcoming performance in rural development, which are still following the Gandhian ideas and philosophy in rural development successfully. The financial performance of Ramanathapuram District Sarvodaya Sangh, Ramanathapuram Central Sarvodaya Sangh, Aruppukkottai Sarvodaya Sangh, and Virudhunagar Sarvodaya Sangh was analyzed to know their financial performance level in financial aspect in particular and compare the performance with these four Sanghs. Moreover, to improve the financial performance of the Sarvodaya Sanghs functioning in Virudhunagar district, the researcher has made an attempt to compare the performance of these four Sanghs with the total production and sales performance of the textile and non-textile items of these Sanghs, and suggestions to the better performance of the Sarvodaya Sanghs are also made. Scope of the study. The study is concerned with the Sarvodaya Sanghs which are coming under the category of registered and certified directly aided institutions of the KVIC, and in particular it deals with RDSS, RCSS, ASS and VSS. The Sarvodaya Sanghs are implementing the KVIC programs through various Khadi and village industries activities by making the production and marketing of KVI products, which are now grouped under 7 heads by KVIC. A review of Sarvodaya Sanghs with reference to Ramanathapuram District, Ramanathapuram Central, Aruppukkottai and Virudhunagar Sarvodaya Sanghs focuses on merits and gaps in understanding the growth and performance of Sarvodaya Sanghs. So far, no comprehensive comparative study has been made on financial performance of Sarvodaya Sanghs of Ramanathapuram District, Ramanathapuram Central, Aruppukkottai and Virudhunagar Sarvodaya Sanghs. Given the background presented in the earlier parts, it is quite clear that Khadi and village industries are playing a remarkable role in rural development. Sarvodaya Sanghs are exclusively for the production and marketing of KVI products. The present study is made to compare the financial performance of RDSS, RCSS, ASS and VSS. Since the study makes the detailed analysis relating to the financial performance of Sarvodaya Sanghs and their problems in financial aspects would considerably help in promotion of KVI activities for the acceleration growth of rural development in Indian economy. Objectives of the study. The present study is undertaking to fulfill the following major objectives: to trace out history and growth of Khadi and Village Industries Commission and its function, to analyze and compare the production and sales performance of the Sarvodaya Sanghs selected for the study, to examine the financial performance of the Sarvodaya Sanghs for the study period, to analyze the attitude of the customers towards the products of the Sarvodaya Sanghs, to offer suitable suggestions based on the findings of the study to improve the financial performance of the Sarvodaya Sanghs and turnover of the products of Sarvodaya Sanghs in the study district. Hypothesis. To achieve the objectives framed in the study, the researcher has designed the following null hypotheses. There is no difference among the growth rate of the sales and the production value of textile and non-textile items of the Sarvodaya Sanghs. There is no difference among the growth rate of the financial variables of the Sarvodaya Sanghs. Demographic profile variables of the respondents do not have any impact on the opinion about various dimensions of Sarvodaya products. The customers of the Sarvodaya products do not differ in their opinion about the Sarvodaya products when they are classified on the basis of their demographic profile variables. Methodology. The study is descriptive and analytical in nature. For the present study, the researcher has used both primary and secondary data. The secondary data were collected to analyze the production, sales, and financial performance of Ramanathapuram District Sarvodaya Sanghs, Ramanathapuram Central Sarvodaya Sanghs, Virudhunagar Sarvodaya Sanghs, and Aruppukkottai Sarvodaya Sanghs, and analyzed the annual reports of these 4 Sanghs of Virudhunagar district. Period of the study. The primary data were collected during the 6-month period of August 2018 to January 2019. The secondary data record for the study is collected from the annual reports of the Sarvodaya Sanghs for the 11 years period from 2005 to 6 to 2015 to 16. Research instrument. The objectives of the study and testing the hypothesis. The record secondary data were collected from the audited and published annual reports of the 4 Sarvodaya Sanghs functioning in the study area. The interview schedule is used as a tool to collect data from the selected customers using the Sarvodaya products. The interview schedule is designed for the customers to measure the attitude towards the Sarvodaya products. It captures the demographic details of the customers and capture the attitude of the customers under 7 dimensions. The researcher has conducted pre-test and reliability test to finalize the various items and dimensions designed for the study. Pilot study. The pollster has conducted pilot study with 25 customers using the Sarvodaya products after finalizing the valid items in the research instruments. The researcher also had a discussion with the customers to know the stimulus generated by the questions framed in the interview schedule. Determination of sample size. The researcher has considered the time and financial position also for finalizing the number of respondents required for the study. Moreover, the sample size is determined by using Z power 3.1. For social science researchers, power 0.85 is applied. The detail of sample size required for the parametric and non-parametric test are calculated from the result that the highest number of 496 sample sizes required for conducting the Z test. Hence, the pollster has decided to collect data from 500 customers, which is more than the suggested number of 496 of the Sarvodaya products in the study district. Sampling technique. The primary data were collected to analyze the attitude of the customer towards the products of Sarvodaya Sanghs. The researcher has selected the 500 customers from the sales outlet of 4 Sarvodaya Sanghs functioning in the study district. There are 44 retail outlets are functioning under the 4 Sarvodaya Sanghs in Virudhunagar district. Out of 44 retail units, the researcher has identified the 20 retail outlets on the basis of the location and its sales performance. That is, 5 retail outlets of each Sarvodaya Sanghs are chosen for selection of the customers. For the purpose of collection of data, the researcher has used the proportionate random sampling technique. From the each sales outlet, there are 25 customers are contacting for getting the required data. The details of the sales outlet and the number of customers selected for the study are shown in the following table. So this table is calculated the customers. Tools used for analysis. The collected data are analyzed by using appropriate statistical tools: mean, median, standard deviation, compound growth rate, Friedman mean rank test, independent sample t-test, ANOVA, regression. Scheme of the chapterization. The first chapter, entitled Introduction and Design of the Study, covers the importance of rural development and rural development schemes, statement of problem, scope of the study, objectives, hypothesis, sampling design, tools used for analysis, profile of the study area, limitations of the study, and scheme of chapterization. The second chapter, titled The Review of Literature, is framed to examine the past research work and studies relevant with the present problem undertaking for the study. The third chapter, entitled The Origin and Growth of the Sarvodaya Sanghs, explore the concept and aspects of Sarvodaya, history, growth, and in its functions. The fourth chapter, namely Analysis of Production, Sales, Performance of Sarvodaya Sanghs, namely Ramanathapuram District, Ramanathapuram Central, Virudhunagar, and Aruppukkottai Sanghs, with the record level of basic analysis. The fifth chapter, namely Analysis of Financial Performance of Sarvodaya Sanghs, is framed for analysis the various components like income, expenses, surplus, and selected expenses and income components of 4 Sarvodaya Sanghs. The sixth chapter, namely Attitude of Customers towards the products of Sarvodaya Sanghs, analyze the opinion of the selected customers of the Sarvodaya products. The seventh chapter, entitled Summary of Findings, Suggestions, and Conclusions. Findings of the study: analysis of production and sales performance of Sarvodaya Sanghs textile and non-textile items. All the 4 Sarvodaya Sanghs are producing and selling both textile and non-textile items. The textile items include yarn, silk khadi, cotton khadi, woolen khadi, polyvastra, and ready-made items. The production centers of the Sarvodaya Sanghs are functioning in the different places of the state of Tamil Nadu. The non-textile items include leather items, village industries products, carpentry items, agarbatti, honey, cottage products, soap, butter, and the like. The total production and sales value of textile items and non-textile items of the Ramanathapuram district, Ramanathapuram Central, Virudhunagar, and Aruppukkottai are calculated. Findings related with the production and sales value of Ramanathapuram district Sarvodaya Sanghs. The maximum production value of textile item is 414 lakhs with the standard deviation of 93.04. The compound growth rate is 9.80. Non-textile item is 533 lakhs with the standard deviation of 117 and 10.35 is the compound growth rate. Both textile and non-textile item is 929 lakhs with the standard deviation of 206.4. 10.09 is the compound growth rate. And the sales, the maximum sales value of textile item is 491 lakhs. Standard deviation is 135.85. The compound growth rate are arrived at 15.64. Non-textile item is 831 lakhs with the standard deviation of 214.49. 13.59 is the compound growth rate. And both textile and non-textile items of sales, 1,322 lakhs with a standard deviation of 347.63 and the compound growth rate is 14.29. Findings related with the production and sales value of Ramanathapuram Central Sarvodaya Sanghs. Maximum value of productions, the textile item is 576 lakhs with the standard deviation of 117.65. The compound growth rate arrived at the rate of 9.38. Non-textile item is 158 lakhs with the standard deviation of 31.71 and 8.82 is the compound growth rate. Both textile and non-textile items are 721 lakhs with the standard deviation of 147. 9.28 is the compound growth rate. The maximum sales value of textile item is 209 lakhs with the standard deviation 54 and 13.9 is compound growth rate. Non-textile items 18 lakhs maximum value and standard deviation is 2.11. 0.87 is the compound growth rate. Maximum value of sales value of both textile and non-textile item is 227 lakhs. Standard deviation is 55.03 and the compound growth rate is 12.03. Findings related with the production and sales value of Virudhunagar Sarvodaya Sanghs. Maximum the production value of textile item is 486 lakhs. Standard deviation is 102.54 and the compound growth rate is 9.65. Non-textile item is 237 lakhs. 52.70 is standard deviation and 10.54 arrived to compound growth rate. Both textile and non-textile items 720 lakhs with the standard deviation of 153.49. The compound growth rate is arrived from 9.92. The maximum sales value of textile item is 759 lakhs with the standard deviation of 178.20. 12.9 is the compound growth rate. Non-textile item is 366 lakhs. 83.9 is the standard deviation and 11.22 is the compound growth rate. Both textile and non-textile of sales 1,125 lakhs with the standard deviation of 258.52 and the compound growth rate arrived at 12.31. Findings related with the production and sales value of Arupukote Sarvodaya Sanghs. Maximum production textile item is 421 lakhs. The standard deviation is 107.50 and the compound growth rate is 11.77. Non-textile item is 153 lakhs. Standard deviation is 39.43 and 13.23 is the compound growth rate. Both textile and non-textile item is 552 lakhs. Standard deviation is 142 and 12.12 is the 1.12 is the compound growth rate. The maximum sales value of textile item is 448 lakhs with a standard deviation of 117 and 14.24 is the compound growth rate. Non-textile item is 223 lakhs with a standard deviation of 62 and 17.42 is the compound growth rate. Both the textile and the non-textile items maximum value is 653 lakhs. 176 is the standard deviation and the average compound growth rate arrived at 15.01. Result of Friedman test. The result of Friedman test indicates that there is a significant difference between the production value of textile items, the four Sarvodaya Sanghs. The result of Friedman test that there is a significant difference between the production value of non-textile items of four Sanghs and that there is a significant difference between the total production value of four Sarvodaya Sanghs. The result of Friedman test, it indicates that there is a significant difference between the sales value of textile items and that there is a significant difference between the sales value of non-textile items of Sanghs. And the result indicates that there is a significant difference between the total sales value of 4 Sarvodaya Sanghs. Analysis of financial performance of Sarvodaya Sanghs. The financial performance of Sarvodaya Sanghs are analyzed with these 9 major items, namely total income, total expenses, salary, surplus, depreciation, rent and tax, sundry expenses, provident fund, and repairs and maintenance are commonly recorded in the financial statement of all the 4 Sarvodaya Sanghs. The items taken for the analysis are affecting the financial performance directly by differentiating the earning capacity of the Sarvodaya Sanghs. The researcher has used mean, median, standard deviation, compound growth rate, Friedman test, and a regression. Findings related to the financial performance of Ramanathapuram district Sarvodaya Sanghs. The maximum total income is 620 lakhs, standard deviation is 116, and the compound growth rate is 6.79. The total expenses is 614 lakhs with a standard deviation 114, and the 6.71 is the compound growth rate. Salary is 116 lakhs, and 38 is a standard deviation, and the compound growth rate are arrived at 13.75. The maximum value of surplus items is 6.59 lakhs, and standard deviation is 1.8, and 14.9 is the compound growth rate. The depreciation value is 16 lakhs with a standard deviation 2.0, and 1.4 is the compound growth rate. And the rate and the rent is 21.17 lakhs, and 4.0 is the standard deviation, and 9.1 is the compound growth rate. The sundry expenses is 200 lakhs, 32 is the standard deviation, and 1.6 is the compound growth rate. The provident fund maximum value is 16.13 lakhs with a standard deviation of 3.8, 13.66 is a compound growth rate. And repairs and maintenance is 7.74 lakhs with a standard deviation of 2.55, and a compound growth rate is minus 8.734. Findings related to the financial performance of Ramanathapuram Central Sarvodaya Sanghs. The total income value is 141 lakhs, and 33.12 is the standard deviation, and 12.53 is the compound growth rate. And the total expenses is 133 lakhs, and 30.9 is the standard deviation, and 12.1 is the compound growth rate. And the maximum value of salary is 46.18 lakhs with a standard deviation of 8.4, and 7.3 is the compound growth rate. The surplus value is 7.57 lakhs with a standard deviation 2.2, and 22.5 is the compound growth rate. The depreciation value is 4.8 lakhs, and 0.8 is the standard deviation, and 8.3 is the compound growth rate. And the rent and tax is a maximum value of 4.2 lakhs, 26 lakhs with a standard deviation of 0.5, and 5.5 is the compound growth rate. And also sundry expenses is 13.83 lakhs, 4.0 is the standard deviation, and 16.29 is the compound growth rate. The provident fund, the maximum value is 9.62, and the 1.4 is the standard deviation, and 5.0 is the compound growth rate. The maximum value of repairs and maintenance is 3.6 lakhs, 1.0 is the standard deviation, and 13.8 is the compound growth rate. Findings related to the financial performance of Virudhunagar Sarvodaya Sanghs. The total income maximum value is 224 lakhs, and the standard deviation is 52, and the compound growth rate is 12.8. The total expenses value is 212 lakhs, 50 is standard deviation, and 13.2 is the compound growth rate. The salary of maximum value is 34.49 lakhs, 8.0 is the standard deviation, and 12.0 is the compound growth rate. The surplus items is 12.2 lakhs, and 2.0 is the standard deviation, and 7.2 is the compound growth rate. The depreciation is 8.91, and the compound growth in 91 lakhs with the standard deviation is 1.6, and 5.9 is the compound growth rate. Rent and the tax is 1.93 lakhs with the standard deviation 0.3, and minus 4.8 is the compound growth rate. The sundry expenses is 25 lakhs, and standard deviation is 4.9, and 8.2 is the compound growth rate. The provident fund is 6.41 lakhs maximum value, and the standard deviation is 1.3, and the 10.7 is a compound growth rate. And the repairs and the maintenance is a 14 lakhs with the standard deviation is 3.5, and 16.4 is the compound growth rate. Next one is the finding related to the financial performance of Aruppukotte Sarvodaya Sanghs. The total income also maximum value is 167.01, the standard deviation of 49.7, and 15.6 is a compound growth rate. The total expenses value is 162 lakhs, with 48.5 is the standard deviation, and 15.4 is the compound growth rate. The salary value is 3.9 lakhs, and 0.7 is a standard deviation, and 9.3 is a compound growth rate. The surplus value is 5.67 lakhs, and 1.8 is a standard deviation, 22.5 is a compound growth rate. The depreciation value is 6.82 lakhs, 1.6 is a standard deviation, and 11.3 is a compound growth rate. The rent and the tax is 4.06 lakhs, and 0.9 is the standard deviation, 8.9.
Gayatri, leave these statistical individual figures. So some inferential value, if any, necessary. Otherwise, you can go to the conclusion.
Okay, sir. Next. Chi-square test. The result of chi-square. Okay, sir.
You tell some inferential value of statistics. No need of the standard deviation, mean, like that. No individual values are required. Based on the objectives, you come to the conclusion based on some inferences that you had arrived based on the data.
Okay. Sir.
Okay.
Next. Attitude of customers towards the products of Sarvodaya Sanghs. To know the opinion of the customers of the Sarvodaya products, the researcher has gathered the socio-economic profile of the respondents, awareness about the Sarvodaya products, satisfaction level of the respondents towards the textile, and satisfaction towards the non-textile items, factors influencing to prefer the Sarvodaya products, effectiveness of the advertisement media, satisfaction with the services of the sales outlets, and the problems in getting the Sarvodaya products. To analyze, the researcher has used the Likert 5-point scaling technique and used the parametric tools, namely one-way ANOVA, independent sample t-test, correlation, and regression. Findings related with the attitude of customers. It is noted that majority of the respondents are male. It revealed the majority of the respondents are in the married category, and most of the respondents are in the age group of 46 to 55 years. It discovered the most of the respondents have completed a diploma and the other level of education, and most of the respondents are lived in rural areas. It is noted that most of the respondents are private employees and earn it is observed that to earn the 15,000 to 30,000 per month, and living is a maximum of the respondents are living in nuclear family, and the majority of the respondents have less than the 3 members in their family. Sources of getting knowledge about the Sarvodaya products. It reveals the most of the respondents are using the Sarvodaya products for below 5 years, and maximum of the respondents prefer cotton, khadi items of textile items in the Sarvodaya products, and most of the respondents prefer gift articles and other items of non-textile items in Sarvodaya products. And the majority of the respondents are not willing to purchase a particular product from Sarvodaya, and it prefer to buy the Sarvodaya products during the normal periods, and most of the respondents prefer local festivals to buy Sarvodaya products, and the majority of the respondents prefer to buy Sarvodaya products on cash basis. It is discovered that most of the respondents have very good opinion about the Sarvodaya products, and maximum of the respondents are willing to suggest the Sarvodaya products to others, and have very high level of awareness about the Sarvodaya products, and it is inferred that the Sarvodaya products have quality and durability in nature. It is noted the maximum of the respondents have very high level satisfaction towards the Sarvodaya products. It is disclosed the maximum of the respondents have stated these factors, namely rebate, reasonable price, credit facilities, quality at a very high level preferred to Sarvodaya products. It is explored that the majority of the respondents have a high level awareness towards the sales outlet of the Sarvodaya Sanghs, and it is revealed that most of the respondents have not faced any problems in getting the Sarvodaya products in study district. T-test, the analysis of association between of the respondents and their opinion about Sarvodaya products under different dimensions. Hypothesis, the respondents do not differ in their opinion about Sarvodaya products when they are classified on the basis of gender. To test the null hypothesis, the independent sample t-test has been used. The p-value is less than the 0.05. The null hypothesis is rejected, and it is inferred the customers of the Sarvodaya products do differ in their opinion about the 6 dimensions of the Sarvodaya products when they are classified on the basis of age, gender. Analysis of association between marital status of the respondents and their opinion about Sarvodaya products under different dimensions. The hypothesis, the respondents do not differ in their opinion about Sarvodaya products when they are classified on the basis of marital status. The null hypothesis is the independent sample t-test is used. P-value is less than the acceptable level. Hence, the null hypothesis is rejected, and it is inferred that the Sarvodaya products do differ in their opinion about 3 dimensions, namely satisfaction towards the textile items, satisfaction with the services of the sales outlets, and the problems in getting the Sarvodaya products. And analysis association between type of family of the respondents and their opinion about Sarvodaya products under different dimensions. Hypothesis, the respondents do not differ in their opinion about Sarvodaya products when they are classified on the basis of type of family. The test, the null hypothesis, the independent sample t-test is used, p-value is less acceptance level, and the null hypothesis is rejected, and it is inferred that Sarvodaya products, customers of the Sarvodaya products do differ in their opinion about 4 dimensions, namely satisfaction towards textile and non-textile items, effectiveness of the advertisement media, and the problems in getting in Sarvodaya products. Analysis of association between the willingness of the respondents to purchase a particular product only from the Sarvodaya Sangh and their opinion about the Sarvodaya products under different dimensions. Hypothesis, the respondents do not differ in their opinion about Sarvodaya products when they are classified on the basis of willingness to purchase a particular product from the Sarvodaya. The null hypothesis, the independent sample t-test has used, p-value is less acceptance, hence null hypothesis is rejected. It is inferred that the Sarvodaya products do differ in their opinion about 3 dimensions, namely factors influencing to prefer Sarvodaya products, effectiveness of the advertisement media, and problems in getting the Sarvodaya products. Analysis association between the willingness of the respondents to suggest Sarvodaya products to other and their opinion about Sarvodaya products under different dimensions. Hypothesis, the respondents do not differ in their opinion about Sarvodaya products when they are classified on the basis of willingness to suggest the Sarvodaya products to others. Independent sample t-test is used less than the acceptable value of P, and the null hypothesis rejected, and it is inferred that customers of Sarvodaya products do differ in their opinion about 5 dimensions, namely awareness about Sarvodaya products, satisfaction towards the textile items, and satisfaction towards the non-textile items, effectiveness of the advertisement media, and problems in getting the Sarvodaya products. ANOVA test, analysis of association between age of the respondents and their opinion about Sarvodaya products under different dimensions. Hypothesis, the respondents do not differ in their opinion about Sarvodaya products when they are classified on the basis of age. To test the null hypothesis, the one-way ANOVA test has been used. The p-value is less than acceptable level. Null hypothesis is rejected, and it is inferred that the customers of Sarvodaya products do differ in their opinion about the 6 dimensions of the Sarvodaya products when they are classified on the basis of their age. Analysis of association between educational qualification of the respondents and their opinion about Sarvodaya products under different dimensions. Hypothesis, the respondents do not differ in their opinion about Sarvodaya products when they are classified on the basis of the educational qualification. To test null hypothesis, the one-way ANOVA has been used. P-value is less acceptable. Null hypothesis is rejected. and it is inferred that the customers of the Sarvodaya product do differ in their opinion about all dimensions of the Sarvodaya products when they are classified on the basis of their educational qualification. Analysis of association between nature of residence of the respondents and their opinion about Sarvodaya products under different dimensions.
Yeah, Gayatri, please avoid these kinds of
Okay.
please avoid these kinds of further explanations. You conclude by looking at the objectives. So look at the objective number 1, objective number 2, 3, 4 like that, then conclude.
Okay, sir.
No need of any demographic variables classification. So if any questions come, then you have to answer. If there is any education-wise difference, then you are supposed to answer, or otherwise, then another based on residential status or like that. So otherwise, conclude by what's the objective number 1? What is his finding? Objective number 2, finding. 3, finding like that. Then conclude. I think you got my observation.
Okay, sir. So it is impact is variable.
So impact, you only tell the total impact. No education-wise, no sex-wise, that kind of classifications are not required. If there is a question comes, then you are supposed to answer.
Okay.
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 Yeah. You tell about the customer's perception about the product, whether they are satisfied or not. No need of sex-wise, education-wise, that kind of classification is not required. If somebody asks whether there is any significant difference based on education, then you have to answer. Otherwise, you tell the total, in total, what the customers feel about the product, what about the marketing practices, what about the production practice, like that. If you already covered these things, come to the conclusion. Okay. Then we can have interactions. Okay.
Gayatri madam, you kindly present your suggestions.
Okay, sir. The following suggestions are made by the researcher based on the study for increasing the surplus of the Sarvodaya Sanghs through better financial management and through increase the sales of textile and non-textile items to the higher. There is a capricious trend found in the production and sales of textile and non-textile items of all Sarvodaya Sanghs for the period under study. Hence, it is recommended that the proper planning may be done by the Sarvodaya Sanghs for achieving the production and sales target every year. The Sarvodaya Sanghs are expected to take steps to reduce the repairs and maintenance and administration expenses to the maximum possible level. There is no uniform pattern found for the financial items recorded in the annual reports of Ramanathapuram District Sarvodaya Sanghs, Ramanathapuram Central, Virudhunagar and Sarpukotte Sarvodaya Sanghs. Hence, to improve the financial performance of Sarvodaya Sanghs, it is recommended that a uniform pattern may be followed for recording the financial components for auditing and also publishing in the form of annual reports. This uniform pattern of recording the financial components may be used for making better analysis and comparison of Sarvodaya Sanghs and to take better decisions. Both the central and state government may release the rebate to the Sarvodaya Sanghs periodically without any delay to solve the problem of working capital, which creates more financial problems in running the Sarvodaya Sanghs effectively. The periodical settlement of rebate by the government will encourage the Sarvodaya Sanghs to rectify the validity in production and sales of Sarvodaya Sanghs products. The Sarvodaya Sanghs are expected to appoint sales representative to popularize the Sarvodaya products among the common people to greater level. Moreover, the credit facility available in the Sarvodaya Sanghs for the government employees are not known to all the government employees in the study area. Hence, the Sarvodaya Sanghs may take necessary steps to create awareness about this facility, especially among the government employees. At present, the Sarvodaya Sanghs are marketing their products through Khadi, Gramadyog Bhavan, Khadi, Australia, and Grama Shilpa. It is recommended that the Sarvodaya Sanghs may create a separate website app, and WhatsApp numbers for all type of sales outlets functioning in the study district. The working time of the Sarvodaya Sanghs may be increased and it is expected that then Sarvodaya Sanghs may open their retail outlets on public holidays like Sunday and also during all festival times. To attract more number of customers for the Sarvodaya products, the packaging for the non-textile items may be improved. The advertisement part is lacking for Sarvodaya products. Hence, the Khadi and Village Industries Commission may popularize the Sarvodaya products through celebrities all over India through advertisement. The customers of the Sarvodaya products are vary in their opinion about the awareness about the Sarvodaya products and satisfaction towards the textile items, satisfaction towards the non-textile items, factors influencing to prefer Sarvodaya product, effectiveness of the advertisement media, satisfaction with the service of the sales outlet, and the problems in getting the Sarvodaya products when they are classified on the basis of their demographic profile variables. Hence, it is recommended that the Sarvodaya Sanghs may consider their customers based on the demographic profile like gender, age, educational qualification, occupational status, nature of residence, family income, marital status for creating better opinion about the Sarvodaya products than the existing level. The salesperson in the retail outlet may offer their services to all the types of retail customers by explaining about concept of Sarvodaya and the real beneficiaries of the Sarvodaya products to increase the sales of Sarvodaya products. The varieties of products are in textile and non-textile items are very low in the Sarvodaya Sanghs compared with the other competitors. Hence, it is recommended that the Sarvodaya Sanghs may offer more varieties of products. For that, the research and development section of the Sarvodaya Sanghs may be improved to introduce more varieties of products. The Sarvodaya Sanghs are expected to offer discount for all textile items at a higher level, particularly during the local festival times in the study area. A separate and more effective scheme may be introduced by the central and state government to increase the use of Sarvodaya products among the public. Advertisement for the Sarvodaya products may be given in central and state government undertakings like railway stations, bus stations, and also in airports. The government is expected to take more effective steps to popularize the Sarvodaya products at international level by complying the international standards and product modification. Conclusion. The Sarvodaya Sanghs are established with the aim of uplifting the rural people of our country. From the inception, the Sarvodaya Sanghs are functioning very well despite so many struggles in the financial performance due to change of central and state government and the financial policies. From the present study, it is found that the overall production and sales performance of Sarvodaya Sanghs functioning in the study district are not up to the expected level. So there is a stiff competition for Sarvodaya products from private undertakings and retail outlets. Sarvodaya products are getting a good image among the public at an increasing level. Moreover, the customers also expect new varieties of products from the Sarvodaya than the existing level. Hence, the suggestions offered by the researcher may be considered by the policy makers of the Khadi and Village Industries Commission to give better life of the Sarvodaya Sangh all over the country and its beneficiaries. That is the rural poor of our country in particular. Scope for further research. The following are the research areas identified for future research. Comparative study on the financial performance of Sarvodaya Sanghs of Tamil Nadu and other states. Problems and prospects of Sarvodaya Sanghs in production and marketing of Sarvodaya products. Customer relationship management in Sarvodaya Sanghs. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Gayatri. Thank you for your nice presentation.
Okay,
I had interfered just to limit your presentation so that we will get some time for interaction with the eminent people joined for this open defense, and that is why I had interfered in the midway. Anyway, your presentation was nice. Then the floor is open for interaction. So I invite, first of all, the scholars, because you are the beneficiary of this kind of open defense. So if any scholars are interested, they can freely interact first of all, followed by teachers. And afterwards, I will also raise some queries. Okay. So first of all, I open the occasion to the research scholars. Please. Of course, she made a very good presentation. So as I told in the introductory speech, you can raise your queries regarding both the topic as well as methodology. She had studied the Sarvodaya Sangh operation efficiency. She had rightly told that Sarvodaya Sanghs are mainly for rural upliftment, and how far they had succeeded in attaining that objective. That was her main study. So, open to the scholars, first of all.
Gayatri madam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Madam, excellently you have defended your thesis, but I'd like to ask you a question about your sample size of the thesis. Moreover, what are the sources you have collected? What are the primary sources and secondary sources? Could you briefly explain about it?
Yes, sir. I collected the primary data from customers by using the Sarvodaya products, and the secondary data are used to audited and published annual reports of Sarvodaya Sanghs under the functioning of Virudhunagar district, sir. The sample size is 500 respondents are selected. There are 44 retail outlets are functioning. So out of 44, 20 retails are selected, and each one of them, 25 customers are identified and gathered data. So 500 customers are selected, sir.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, madam. I am Ramachandran, Raju's College. I ask one question, madam. Which place you will collect primary data? Sales point or customer in customers? Sales point or our which place, madam? Primary data collected.
Primary data collected are Virudhunagar district, sir. Virudhunagar district are 4 Sarvodaya Sanghs are functioning: Ramanathapuram Central, Ramanathapuram district, and Arupukkote and Virudhunagar, sir. Under the each Sarvodaya Sanghs, there are so many retail outlets are functioning, and I selected for 5.
Through the interview schedule,
Yes, sir.
questionnaire. By using questionnaire, I have collected the data from their home.
Sir, I have collected the data, sir, from interview schedule has been used, sir.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
So teachers and other eminent scholars can also interact with the scholar.
Good afternoon to all. Good afternoon to all.
Yes, sir,
Myself,
please.
R. Vishnu Shankar, belong to Department of Commerce, RAJU's College. I have a small question to Miss Gayatri. What kind of strategy the Sarvodaya Sangh take to overcome the difficulties faced in present COVID-19 situation? It may be apart from the present research area. There may be a possible of looking of future research during this pandemic period. What kind of suggestions you are going to give to this present situation? Thank you, madam.
This present situation to analyze the customers for most of the respondents.
COVID-19 overcome survey.
this pandemic period, most of the customers are not buy products. So next analysis of Sarvodaya products are job satisfaction and the employees related.
So I think actually the questions asked by the particular staff is out of our research area, I think. But he is practically asking this question: how the Sarvodaya Sanghs will overcome the pandemic period. So the COVID-19 pandemic period not only affect the Sarvodaya Sanghs all over the world. So if the both the central and state government and also the customers as the Indian, so as per the directions, as per the expectations of our Honorable Prime Minister, if we are ready to buy, if we continue our wants and needs with only the Sarvodaya, I think the Sarvodaya will develop than the existing demand. So during this pandemic period, so after this corona, it will be possible. Thank you.
Congratulations, Gayatri ma'am, for the presentation. And I have one question. Actually, you had analyzed 4 Sarvodaya Sanghs. So can you tell me which one was the best performing Sarvodaya Sangh among the 4?
Arupukotte Sarvodaya Sanghs are very high level, both production and sales value of textile and non-textile items, followed by Ramanathapuram district and Ramanathapuram Central and Virudhunagar Sarvodaya Sanghs.
Thank you, ma'am. Did you analyze the factors for better performance?
Yes, ma'am. Analyzed for the statistical tools are analyzed.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now I have one question. Also, are you Jay Kumar from RAJU's College? Now, do you conduct the pilot study?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Conducted, sir. I conduct the before finalizing the questions, I have conducted the pilot study with 25 customers of using the Sarvodaya products, and the researcher had discussed about some data, and after gathering the data and finalize the questions framed.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Okay.
Madam, how many Sarvodaya shops in Rajapalayam?
3, sir.
Have you visited that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So they are conducting centrally or individually they are doing?
Sir, enumerators are also appointed for collecting data, sir. And myself also went to data are collected, sir.
Okay. So among in Virudhunagar district, which city have more number of Sarvodaya shops?
Sir, Virudhunagar and Srivilliputturu also so many retail outlets are functioning, sir.
How many?
Virudhunagar have 8 or 10, sir.
Okay.
And Srivilliputturu also high number of sales outlets, sir. And other district, the Tirunelveli also the Sarvodaya Sanghs under the functions of Virudhunagar district, sir. Virudhunagar district Sarvodaya Sanghs.
Sorry, excuse me, sir. Sorry for the interference. So actually, the Sarvodaya Sanghs are functioning all over India, sir, under the region-wise and district-wise. Tirunelveli Sarvodaya Sanghs retail outlets are also selling their products in Virudhunagar district. Likewise, Virudhunagar district Sarvodaya Sanghs are also selling their products at all over Tamil Nadu. Likewise, all the Sarvodaya Sanghs in Tamil Nadu are selling their products through their retail outlets, not only in their district, all over Tamil Nadu. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Gayatri. Myself, Manjula from Commerce Department. I have 2 questions here. So first one is, what brings you to make this interesting topic? And the next one is, already you gave many suggestions. Which one is highly considerable in your view?
In my view, maximum of the customers are not known the majority of the items having Sarvodaya Sanghs. So create awareness among the public through media and like railway stations and the publics. So it is my opinion. So some of the customers are not aware because.
Okay, Gayatri, thank you.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, sir.
What type of customers most wanted product?
What type of
product mostly consumer wanted?
Sir, textile items based on cotton, khadi items are mostly preferred, and the non-textile items are gift articles and carpentry items are mostly preferred.
Good morning, Gayatri. I am Maheshwari from Raju's College. I have one question. You told 500 exponents for your research project. How to decide that 500 exponents are enough to our research project?
The sample size is determined by using the Z power. By conducting the Z test, the result is found by the highest number sample size required for 496. So I have selected the 500 customers among the highest number, more than the 496 samples required. So that's only I selected 500.
Okay, Gayatri. Thank you.
I think any more questions? Otherwise, I will come to picture. Okay. So I think no more questions. Okay, any questions in chat box? Also look at the chat box. Gayatri, any questions? Chat box. See any questions there?
Chat box. Questions.
I think no questions, sir, in chat box.
Okay. So Gayatri, see, your study is in which district? Virudhunagar district.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How many districts in Tamil Nadu?
Sir,
native of Tamil Nadu.
That is.
What's your native place?
Yes, sir.
Gayatri. Yes, you are a resident of Tamil Nadu. No, you do not look there. I will give the answer otherwise. You are from Tamil Nadu, so you had selected one district. So you don't know how many districts in Tamil Nadu.
Sir, excuse me, sir. The last 2 months back, our government has.
No, I'm asking about the scholar. Sorry. I'm asking the scholar. No, the number of districts.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
You cannot say that this is out of syllabus or out of. You had selected one district, Virudhunagar district. So there should be a justification. So by selecting one district, you should know how many districts in Tamil Nadu. You are a native of Tamil Nadu. Here from Kerala or Maharashtra, even if while selecting a district, you should know the population.
Okay, 47.
This is not right. You are a PhD holder. Okay, you are going to get a PhD. Okay. So you had selected out of 31 or 32 district, you had selected Virudhunagar. What is the justification for selecting Virudhunagar district?
It's my native. It's my native district.
That's the only reason for selecting Virudhunagar. Then the researcher, I may say that from an examiner point of view, I may say that you had selected that district exclusively based on that district is your native district. Then I may say that the researcher is biased. Your study is not to evaluate Virudhunagar or Virudhunagar development and all these things. You are going to evaluate, or you are studying the operational efficiency of Sarvodaya Sangh. And for that, the study area is selected as Virudhunagar district. Then there should be some criteria in selecting the district. Okay, Gayatri, what you are doing now?
Sir.
Full-time scholar.
Illa sir, no sir. Working assistant professor.
Working assistant professor in Tamil Nadu.
Yes, sir.
You have a minimum GK. What is when this Tamil Nadu state was established and how many districts, okay, and all these things you should know. Okay, you have selected a topic related to the development of Tamil Nadu, especially the rural area. Then you should know. If you don't know the Tamil Nadu, if I ask the further questions, how you can answer? What about the population of this Virudhunagar district? Any idea? Population of Virudhunagar district and the rural population. Yeah. What about the population? What about the proportion of rural population? You need not tell about the exact number of rural population in Virudhunagar. You simply say the proportion of rural population. And for that, first of all, you have to answer the population in Virudhunagar district.
The population is
I'm not testing your GK. I am only asking questions related to your study. Okay, yeah, please.
The total populations are nearby 14 lakhs.
14 lakhs only in Virudhunagar district. 14 lakhs. Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
You're not sure. Yeah, what about the rural population there? What percentage of population in Virudhunagar still live in rural areas? Because your studies operational efficiency of Sarvodaya Sangh, as you rightly told in the introduction, the main object of this Sarvodaya Sangh is the upliftment of the rural people.
Yes, sir.
Any idea about the proportion of the rural area in Virudhunagar district? So also proportion of the rural people in Virudhunagar district. These are the primary things a research should know. Yeah, please.
Nearby 19 lakhs or something.
19 lakhs. Only 40 lakhs population in Virudhunagar. Then you are saying 90 lakhs. Okay, I am only repeating your words. You told that 14 lakhs in Virudhunagar, 90 lakhs rural people. In initial presentation, you told that the 3/4 of the population in Tamil Nadu live in rural area.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, these are the basic. Especially, these are not GK as far as you are concerned. Because this is related to your study. Gayatri, being a research scholar as well as being a teacher, have some understanding. And moreover, this is your native state. Okay. Yeah, I'm coming to the yeah. So for future scholars also, there is no need of the last objective. So take your objectives. Show the objective slide.
Objective. PowerPoint. Objectives.
Cannot show the PPT. Pardon?
To offer suitable suggestions based on the findings of the study to improve the
actually, yeah, that was an old faction of showing the suggestions. Suggestion is not an objective. If you are making a study, quite normally you are supposed to offer some suggestions. No need of stating suggestion as a separate objective. Okay, that was an old fashion. No need of showing for your future research also and for the budding research also, no need of showing the suggestion as an objective. If you are coming with any model or something like that, you can show it as an objective to frame a model based on your study. You are suggesting this is the model for operational efficiency of similar Sarvodaya Sangh or similar organizations. Like that you can state. No need of suggestions. Then, what about your research design? You claim that your research design as descriptive and analytical. So in what sense, how you can justify that your research design is analytical in nature?
The data are collected for analyze the production and sales and the financial performance of for Sarvodaya.
Data are collected for analysis. Data are collected for analysis. That doesn't mean that this is analytical research. So Gayatri, I think it is only descriptive research. What you had presented in your thesis, yeah, pardon? Then you make any predictions or like that. Then only you can make it as an analytical. Otherwise, I think your study is explorative, or you can claim, okay, the first part is okay, descriptive. What you presented in your report is you collected data and you describe. Whether you made any predictions like that, this will be the sales, or this will be the production of Sarvodaya Sangh, or this will be the customers that going to approach this Sarvodaya Sangh in the futures, like that. Whether you made any attempt in your study?
Yes. Used primary and secondary data, sir.
Okay, we are using primary and secondary data. That we are using in whether explorative study or descriptive study or analytical study. So being a full-time scholar, you are supposed to have a better understanding about the methodology. Okay, without knowing the methodology, don't write anything in a thesis. So there are 3 types of research design: explorative, descriptive, and analytical. And each research design necessitates its own specific characteristics. You cannot simply write that my study is explorative, descriptive, and analytical. There should be sufficient reason for claiming that your research design belongs to a particular or category. I think the better term that you can use in your report if you go for publication is simply use it as descriptive. No need of claiming it as analytical. Otherwise, you have to defend. Okay. What's the meaning of a simple question? What's the meaning of pilot study, or how it differs from pre-testing? And also related to methodology. Okay.
The pre-testing.
What's the difference with pilot study and pre-testing?
The pre-test is to advance the test, and it has discuss and consultation with a few experts, and based on expert opinion, it is designed the instrument.
Okay, that is pre-testing. Okay, that is right. Okay, what you told is right. Then what about pilot study?
The pilot study means using of these products before finalizing the research instrument to conducted the test for using this type of products, sir. It is a minimum sampling.
No, that part is wrong. Gayatri, pre-testing what you told. You are pre-testing an interview schedule or questionnaire before going for final administration among the respondent. The researcher test it among a small group of respondents and see that whether the questionnaire is or interview schedule is sufficient for collecting data. That is pre-testing. Actually, from your presentation, I could understand that what you did was pre-testing. Pilot study means a complete rehearsal of the main study. You collect data, you analyze data, and even a mini report is prepared. Then only you can claim that you made a pilot study. Okay, so my own understanding, as well as for future research scholars to refer also, what the researcher had done in her report or what she had claimed is only pre-testing, not pilot study. Okay, then about the sampling, again you had claimed that proportionate random sampling, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but still, after claiming that you told that 25 each outlet. Oh, it is right. From 4 Sarvodaya Sanghs, from each out, 25 customers from each outlet. Then how it becomes proportional? What do you mean by proportional? There are 100 customers in a particular shop, you are selecting 20. And if there are 200 customers, you are selecting 40. Then only it becomes proportional. But you told that equal number of customers are selected from all the Sarvodaya Sangh office or something like that. How you can claim it is proportional? If you have to claim it as proportional, then there are only equal number of customers. If different, actually proportionate sampling is used when the population is different or when the sample size is different. You getting me?
Yes.
Okay. So only after knowing the methodology, use these terms. If you are selecting equal number of customers, that is not proportionate sampling. Then again, why you used a null hypothesis for your study? Why the researcher had not used a research hypothesis? All the hypotheses that you had are shown in the introduction chapter, in the introduction, are null hypothesis. Any justification for showing null hypothesis?
Sir, it is an assumption based only, sir. After finalizing,
hypotheses are assumptions. My question is why all the hypotheses are null assumptions, negative assumptions?
There is no differ for any.
Yeah, that's why it's called null. Why can't the researcher had stated the research hypothesis? See, what is the basis of hypothesis? How you had formulated the hypothesis? What is the input for this hypothesis? Either is not getting my question.
Okay.
So what is the source for this hypothesis? Simple question.
So based on my objectives, I framing the hypothesis.
Yeah, based on hypothesis are tentative answers to research question. And for giving that tentative answers to research question, you should get some input. You getting me? Based on some input, you are framing hypothesis. And what was that input? From where you got that input? That's my question.
So from the past studies, I have.
Review of literature. Okay, that is right. Okay, review of literature. So that is the right answer. Of course, most of the scholars quite often used to say that the source for hypothesis is literature. Okay, in all the hypotheses that all the literature that you had referred, whether you got only this kind of a negative inferences, no difference, no relationship like that, no positive hypothesis, no positive literature you could see from your review of literature. Or my question is simple: why the researcher had formulated null hypothesis in her study?
To analyze the hypothesis for applying the tools, sir.
Okay, then leave it. Okay, so come to the last part. Okay, what about the generalization scope of your study?
Sir,
with that question in mind, initially I had asked how many districts in Tamil Nadu, not for testing your GK. So what is the generalization scope of your study? Do you understand the meaning of generalization? What's the meaning of generalization? That is also there in research methodology. Generalization means, what's the meaning of generalization as per research methodology?
Sir, the primary data are applicable only for my.
No. Generalization means you made a study in Virudhunagar district, and whether the findings in Virudhunagar can be made applicable to all the districts, or it is exclusively for Virudhunagar district. Then you have to claim it is not a descriptive, it is a case study. Okay, leave it anyway. You have to claim it is a descriptive study, and that is why I'm asking whether your findings can be restricted only to Virudhunagar district alone, or it can be made applicable to all the Sarvodaya Sanghs in Tamil Nadu, or all the Sarvodaya Sanghs in India, like that. That is what is called generalization. Okay.
Sir,
yeah, what you tell? Yeah.
It's applicable to Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu. Okay, you are claiming that your findings is not restricted to Virudhunagar. It can be made applicable to the whole districts of Tamil Nadu, the whole of Tamil Nadu state. Okay, in one word, what is your major contribution from the study? It's a real question. Almost all the teachers ask, what is your contribution? You evaluated the operational performance of Sarvodaya Sangh. What is your contribution? How many years you had spent for completing this research work?
Sir, for the purpose of rural development and...
No, my question, how many years you had done this research work? How many years you had spent for completing this research work?
3 years.
3 years, okay. So you spent 3 years. By spending 3 years, what is your real contribution from this research work?
We contribute for more development for rural development, sir.
Yeah, that is a general thing only. So many other researchers too had evaluated Sarvodaya Sangh in your district or some other district or some other area. So my question is, what is your unique contribution? What you can what you can tell that this is my own contribution or this is the new addition to the knowledge. Anything new, your own, that the previous researchers are not done in the field of this research or in the field of research in commerce, any different tool or any different unique finding like that. Innovation. Your unique contribution.
Yeah. Sir, to fill the gap from the research for past studies.
That's my question. Sorry, what gap that you had filled? What research gap you had filled?
Sir, no study has a detailed study has been analyzed from the financial performance of Sarvodaya Sanghs. So in this aspect, I have concentrated in this topic.
Okay. So yeah, sir, Rangarajan sir, Dr. Joseph Xavier sir. If no more questions, we will come to the final part of this open defense, the declaration of result. Sir, Rangarajan sir. Sir, any?
Sir, yes, sir, please, sir. There is no more questions, sir. No more questions, sir.
Okay. So, consent of the Principal Dr. R. Jagannath and with the consent of Dr. L. Rangarajan as well as Dr. A. Joseph Xavier, both supervisors of the candidate, and with the permission of all the eminent scholars and teachers assembled here through online mode for the open defense, I hope that no further questions or any further suggestions or any comments from the scholars or teachers. If they have any comments or suggestions, they can raise now. 5 seconds. Otherwise, we are going to conclude. So I hope that all of you agree that the scholar had made a very good presentation. With confidence, she had illustrated the findings that she had submitted to the university. But she finds some difficulty, maybe because of the stage fear or something like that, because of the atmosphere that difficulty in answering some of the questions. Anyway, as all of you know that the scholar had done 3 years for completing this research work, and she had submitted the thesis to the university, the Madhura Kamaraj University, and Madhura Kamaraj University had sent the thesis to the adjudicators, and all the adjudicators had, including the foreign examiner, had given a positive report, and she too had made a very good presentation. So anyway, yeah, some difficulties are there that maybe there for all the scholars, maybe the stage fear or at that time they find some difficulty, even though they are aware of these things. Some of the scholars find some difficulty. Of course, that can be compensated in the years to come. So my humble request for the scholar as well as future scholars, don't see the PhD degree as a final stage. It is only as a driving license. Just to begin your research, only after getting the driving license, some of the majority of the scholars start research. So take it in that spirit. Anyway, the scholar made a very good presentation. So with the consent of all the scholars and teachers, and with the permission of the principal, Dr. R. Jagannath also, I recommend Madura Kamaraj University to award the highest degree, that is PhD degree in Commerce, to Miss Gayatri. And once the university award the degree, Miss Gayatri will be made known as Dr. A.GAYATHRI. So congratulations to Miss Gayatri. So tomorrow or after declaring the result by the university, subject to other norms, you can designate yourself as Dr. A.GAYATHRI. That is the advantage of this PhD degree, which is not there even for DLET 2. Even after obtaining DLET 2, you cannot add any other names by the university. I congratulate you. And I also congratulate Dr. Rangarajan as well as Dr. Joseph Xavier for being a scholar and getting her into the final stage. So congratulations to both the scholars, both the teachers. And I also congratulate Dr. R. Jagannath for providing this kind of facility to the scholar as well as the supervisors to conduct a PhD degree in your college. Thank you. Thank you. Please.
Thank you, sir.
So,
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And now we are at the end of this Viva-voce examination. Now I would like to call Mrs. A. Gayatri to propose vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my privilege to propose vote of thanks. I would like to thank our external examiner, Dr. Raju sir, for his valuable suggestion and guidance. Next, I would like to thank our my guide, Dr. L. Rangarajan sir, and co-guide, Mr. A. Joseph Xavier sir, and the management and the principal, HODs and staff members of our college and other college, students and teaching staff and non-teaching staff members and all other members. Once again, I thank you so thank you, sir.
Thank you all the participants. The program is completed. Thank you for your participation and the meeting ends now.